Now I'd like to have Mr. Tracy Mann, Representative Mann from Kansas. This is his first session in Congress. Another great defender of pro-life and consistent member of pro-life. Mr. Mann, for 2 minutes, please.
Well, I want to thank the gentleman from Pennsylvania for hosting this and very important special order hour. It's hard-pressed to think of anything more important we could talk about right now. I rise tonight to use my voice in defense of the voiceless, the unborn. Abortion has desensitized our nation, and I pray that the recent Supreme Court ruling wakes up our country to the horrors that we visit upon our country's most vulnerable citizens whose lives have been snuffed out by abortion. By 12 weeks of age, a baby has a fully formed arms, hands, fingers, feet, and toes, a fully functional circulatory system and liver, and the capacity to experience pain, all at the weight of just 1 ounce and the length of 4 inches. This is a miracle of God, and rather than stand in awe of it, some lawmakers would rather disregard it as meaningless. Abortion is not simply an elective medical procedure like getting your wisdom teeth taken out. It's another person involved, another eternal soul whom God created, loves, and sent his son Jesus to die for so that they might live. The Supreme Court has finally rectified their unthinkable wrong from 50 years ago when the court legislated from the bench with Roe v. Wade and declared abortion a constitutional right grounded in a woman's right to privacy, a jurisprudential move that was shaky, biased, and flat wrong. The United States is one of only 8 countries in the world that permit abortion after 20 weeks of gestation, which means that 95% of the countries on earth think that we are dead wrong on abortion. Now, as the Supreme Court has finally handed this decision back to the states, Americans will get to decide for themselves how abortion should be regulated. It's easy to get caught up in the legislative language and forget that the numbers involved in the abortion issues are actual human beings. In the United States, 63.4 million people, Americans, have died from abortion over the last 50 years. To put that number into context, that's roughly the entire population of the Midwest, which is estimated at 65 million people. Think about that. Would our country notice if the collective populations of Kansas, Iowa, Missouri, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, and Wisconsin were wiped out overnight? Would we miss these people? That's the impact that abortion has had over the past 50 years. I believe that life begins at conception, which is why I support adoptions, foster care, and crisis pregnancy centers that work tirelessly to care for mothers and their babies. I want to take a moment to thank the pro-life movement at large in America, and I'm standing with you and thanking God that Roe v. Wade has finally been overturned. Thank you.